Hello.
Good, anything else?
I've got an e-bike.
So we've got two e-bikes here. The first thing that we're going to do on these bikes once they're out is Invisiframe.
Why did you say it in such a weird accent?
I got like something happened to my throat. Ready for the reveal? Here we go.
I'll grab a little bit of it.
So we've got the frame, forks and the back wheel. Not like lifting a normal bike out. Here it is.
Let me tell you a story.
Yo, how's it going?
Hello.
You're joining us from our conservatoire because I just thought with what we're doing here, with doing these bikes, there's just a bit more room, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's peeing down outside, so we can't do it on the jet wash bay. And this dog is tapping around, making a noise, so you can hold him here. Right, we've been sent two e-bikes here, and I know a lot of people might have unusual opinions on this, with obviously Todd only being 13 or 14 in a minute. So first of all, I wanted to talk about the reasons why. And you okay, Todd? You haven't said anything? You want to say hello to people?
Hello.
Good, anything else?
I've got an e-bike.
You're saying that like you just read it. Hello?
Yeah, but what am I meant to say?
I don't really know.
Subscribe.
So, reasons for e-bikes. First of all, I'm not getting any younger. I'm 49, I'm 50 next year. I am starting to struggle with uphills on the full suspension. I just feel like once I get over 20k, it just seems like hard work. And with an e-bike, I've been thinking about it more and more lately. And with an e-bike, not just for that, you've got to think I'm filming a lot and I talk on the camera and I want to film with pros, I want to do this, that and the other, and it will just open out all the opportunities that I've got with it. Also, you know, making documentaries. Towards the end of a video when I'm doing like big day in the saddle, you might notice that I'll go quiet, and that's because I'm really tired. That won't happen with an e-bike, so I'll get better videos because it'll be more talking. And also you got to think like, I do have a normal day job, and sometimes Monday, Tuesday I'm so tired from riding, it'll just make so much sense. Anyway, there's all my excuses. Todd,
My excuse.
why are you getting one? You don't need an e-bike, surely.
They're fun. They're fast. And then me and you will be able to go on like big rides and film it together. And I'm obviously still going to ride my bikes a lot.
That was the first thing he said when I said, what about an e-bike? I said, you know, would you ride your normal bike? And you said?
Yeah, and especially because I ride with my friends a lot, and it'd be a bit unfair if they were all on their normal bikes and I went and met up with them on the e-bike.
Which would be the other way round. If I've got an e-bike and I'm riding it a lot, and I will be riding mine a lot, but I'll still be riding my hardtail a lot as well to get like the power in the legs. But the thing really is, it would be unfair if you were on a regular bike and I was on an e-bike. I'll end up not doing the sort of length of a ride that you need to do on an e-bike, and you'll be knackered. It's a bit antisocial going on the e-bike with a regular bike. So there's our reasons. Now we are going to unbox and show you what we've got and see what you think.
It's going to be a bit of a hard unboxing.
Yes, it looks like I might have to unbox for him. Red, are you going to go down? So we've got two e-bikes here, two massive boxes that Todd had to struggle in the house on his own, one-armed.
No.
Purdy, give you a hand.
Big shout out to my sister Purdy, she helped me get them in.
Anyway, so we'll get rid of one for now and we'll do them one at a time. The staples?
Yeah.
There's an easy way to do staples.
Yeah, but I can't do that. Whoa.
Go. First clue we have, ow, a staple in my finger and we've got some wheels. Now, I will say at this point, we've been talking to our sponsors, and they're on the case so far. We have Erlins and Envy are going to get on board. So a lot of these aren't our sponsors, but I'm still going to say what they are, because I don't quite agree when people do that. They're sponsored by a bike brand and they get all the bits and go, oh, these aren't our wheels. You can still say what they are, because this is how the bike comes. So we got some Maxxis, what are these? Recon tyres, 2.6s I think. Is it 2.6? 29. Now I will say this is Todd's bike, so he's on a 29.
First time.
But is it 29 front? We'll see. 650 rear. And we're on Stan's. This is Stan's rims, Stan's flow. What hubs have we got?
That's the front one, right?
I don't know what hub that is. Does it say?
If I tell you which ones they are, it'll give them away. It's the bike.
Ah, it's their own brand. Okay, that's a wheel.
Next clue.
Hopefully Shimano will get on board, but we will see. We have Magura brakes, and these are MT, which ones? I have had MT somethings before. I don't know, this Trail, they say. Fabric grips.
Trail Sport.
Fabric grips, that's a massive clue.
And the bars are the bike brand.
Right. Oh, and a set of keys.
Yeah,
That's weird, getting a set of keys. Isn't
No,
it?
you unlock the thing.
Hmm?
It's to unlock the charging thing.
Yeah, I know, but it's still quite weird
Yeah.
getting a set of keys with
With
a
your
bike.
bike.
Right then. Next up. Let's get this
Ebikes.
off. So as for the bars, they are their own brand, and we're waiting to see whether DMR or Unite are going to step up to the mark on these. The same with the stem and a few other bits. So the first thing we're going to do with these as well, talking to sponsors, is get the frames Invisi framed. Got some other bits here. Still here. We've got a box, another box, and that's got the battery in, is it? I don't know. We've got, taken out,
Fabric saddle. A standard Bosch charger. Bosch, that
there's the
might
saddle, show them the saddle.
fabric saddle.
E-bike,
Soft.
owner's manual.
Don't say the name of the dropper because it's their own brand.
Their own brand of dropper.
Not 100mm travel.
That's short, isn't it? And get a longer one of that one.
And lever.
Charger lead.
Charger lead for Europe.
What's that? I don't even know what that is. What's that? Some.
Oh, that's
Oh, there's a screen. So we have the Bosch screen, which is like tells you modes and stuff like that. Rotor bolts. A huge rotor. Look at that. That is, what size is it? 200mm rotor. It looks like it's bigger than that. Show them that close up.
That's massive.
And a bit of cable wrap there. That must be for, well, for wrapping your cables, obviously. Get rid of that. Ready for the reveal? Here we go.
I'll grab a little bit of it.
So we've got the frame, forks and the back wheel. Not like lifting a normal bike out. Here it is. Cannondale Habit.
Habit Neo.
So this is the Neo. What's the difference with the Neo? Is that means electric, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
this is the Habit Neo 2, which is the second to top model. Top model is a little bit overkill.
So how much is one of these?
£5,500.
That's how much these are. So we're going to build this up and then come back to you in a sec.
You break my borders now. Feel the rush of the energy, intoxicated feelings coming over me.
So about, what do you reckon, an hour later? Take my glasses
Something like
off now. We are done, kind of done. And I'm just going to talk you through it and say what I've noticed and plans and stuff like that.
I'm going to say some things as well.
Right, so here she is. We've got the seat height by basically on his other bike I measure from there to there and it matches. Haven't got the seat right forwards like we normally have them because that's normally for climbing and we don't have to worry about climbing power right now. We're going to see what that's like as it is. Fitted the dropper. So this is Cannondale's own dropper. This was pretty simple to fit. We had the closed end of the inner cable fits in the bottom, and then I had to take the battery out of here, which is dead simple. That just clips in and out there. I'll leave that off. So all the cables are in there, neatly routed to move them about, just to shift the cable for the dropper. I like the inner cable routing, it's really nice, really neat. On the forks we got RockShox something.
35.
RockShox 35s. Obviously we'll hopefully be replacing these with the Olins.
140 now.
140 mil of travel. Now you might wonder why we've left all these spacers on. The reason being, if we get Olins, the RockShox will be for sale and they are worth more money if they are uncut. So that is that.
I'm not going to be riding much with all those spacers on anyway.
Yeah.
As obviously broke my collarbone.
It's got life in it straight away. I'll be setting all that up when we get it back from Invisiframe, I think. So yeah, it's quite high there right now, but not worried about that. It's got that little gizmo there, which I guess is for some sort of light that they must do. Stem looks like a 50 mil, typical American. They always go a little bit longer. Then we got these brakes. It came in as European and American style. So good thing about these is they're reversible. So that was nice. We'd just literally swap the levers over. But I did not like the thread in there. Real coarse, horrible thread. Cables, obviously got more cables on an e-bike. It comes with these things for sort of tidying them up. I'll just chuck them on there. I'll probably end up having to move them about. Obviously also mudguard, one of the most important bits, as RLP are our sponsors, and I wouldn't ride without a mudguard anyway. That's on its way. We're going to go with the cable one for now, and then if we get the Olins we'll go for the bolt-on. Love the look of the sort of green carbon. It's really nice, really understated. So you only got the tiny little Cannondale written on there. Super Deluxe there. Obviously we're going to try and replace that with some Olins. And like we said, fabric on the saddle. Here's a nice neat linkage, liking that. We've put on his Laconda guy just so we've got some pedals to put on it really. I like the fact it comes with a normal size chain ring. You know, some of these e-bikes come with the small ones and occasionally like the chain can get wrapped up in there when they wear out. We got the big 12 speed, I think it's 12, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 12 speed SRAM GX, is it? Yeah, that's the GX. So I have emailed Shimano and let's see what happens with that. That's about it with the bike really. What are you thinking? I bet you're excited and gutted.
Yeah, a bit of both because I want to ride it.
So that one's ready to go through Invisiframe, and next job is to build mine up. But what are we doing in between them?
Going to Greg's because it's open today.
Hey! Oh, grips.
Fabric snakes again one.
And they are very comfortable, aren't they?
Yeah.
Greg's eaten, belly full, food coma on its way. I'm not going to bore you with the time lapse on mine. I'm just going to get it built and then we'll have a look at what I've got and we can have it as a surprise then. Okay, so mine is done. Another hour or so faffing about, maybe a couple of hours each actually. Time for the big reveal. There she is. Obviously it's another Cannondale. So I've gone for the Motera Neo, and that is
SE.
the SE, which comes with the triple clamps, and I'll talk you through what this has on it as standard. Obviously lots of things are going to be changed. So we start at the top, got the Cannondale bars, and weirdly enough this has got the triple clamp boxes, but it has a single crown type stem, not a direct mount, so that'll have to be sorted out. Neither of our sponsors do a direct mount, so we'll probably be getting something off somebody else there. There's the screen on this one. Turn it on. There we go. Different than Todd's. His connects on here and is connectable to his phone. I don't think this one is. Fabric grips, and we've got the SRAM. Which brakes are these, Todd? Code R?
Yeah.
I think these are the Code R brakes. Yeah, turn that off. Yeah, not keen on that stem. That's got to go as soon as possible. SRAM NX 12 speed. Like I said, boxers. Wheels are the same. They're the Flow ZTR stands. But on this one, it comes with the Assegai, although it's still a trail tyre. WTB have something in the post to us as we speak. Big 200mm rotor on the SRAM brakes. I'm coming over to the main frame, super deluxe. So I think this is a 230 by 65, so that's the same as the Stanton, so I will be nicking the coil shock to try on here. The only thing I've put on it apart from the pedals is that it's a fidlock mount. Top of the bottle hits there, so I'm going to get some smaller bottles. They do smaller ones. Same again, batteries tucked away in there. There's the motor. The motor, Todd is going to tell us,
Is a Bosch Performance CX, same as my bike, and a Bosch Power Tube battery. So we've both got on our e-bikes.
and how much power has the battery got?
625 WH. Don't know what WH
Watts
is.
per hour, I think. I'll be honest with you, I'm new to e-bikes. I'll know about that soon, but I don't really know much about it right now. I don't know what that means, so I think that's a good one. Same as Todd's fabric saddle, but this sports, press it, the same dropper but in 150, but I reckon I can get a 200 in there just about. If not, then a 170, 180. See who comes up with what. Beautiful green metallic to blue fade here, and then the chainring again, it's a big one. Coop's going to sort us out there. Put my purple pedals on for now. Assegai again on the back. There's the gearing, and there she is. Just zoom back out again. Very nice. So that's it. Now I've got to have a tidy up in the house and get these bikes over to Invisiframe, because they don't actually have a pattern for these frames. So it's like a day on each one, but then obviously they're available to you, the public, to buy it off them. Then it's going to be a ride on this for me, unfortunately not for Todd, for about another 3 weeks. And I'll give you a first impression, but I'll give you a first impression as it is, as a standard bike, and then I'm going to start blinging it out. I want to know your opinions about me going to e-bike. Obviously I still will be riding the regular bikes. Todd will be riding the regular bikes, probably more. Well, I should imagine it will be more, won't it?
Yeah.
What do you think about a kid going on an e-bike? Pretty mad, eh? But you know, why not? It's just more fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, don't worry, normal power bikes, I haven't abandoned you. There'll be plenty of edits coming out, especially on the hardtail. Really loving that at the moment. But I'm also really looking forward to getting out on this Motera Neo, and Todd on his Habit Neo.
Yeah.
Neo
just means electric.
Habit electric. So
Thanks a lot for watching. Give us a like, give us a comment, tell us what you think about these bikes. Subscribe, turn on notifications, check the links in the description for our affiliate links where you can get some of the products we use for cheap. Also our merch website's there, pintv.co.uk. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in 3 days. Keep it pinned.